we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Indianapolis Colts. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. First play, and Hurts looking to throw it. And right away, he lost the football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. Throwing is Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He got 29 yards that time. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Here's 2nd and 9. They go play action with Hurts. And he slides and covers up at the end, as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. Hurts. And this is going to be incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Now the NFL's leading rusher in 2021, Jonathan Taylor. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on 2nd down.
On 2nd and 9, Ellinger. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Ellinger. Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the 1st down there, help them relax a little bit.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes that's a danger putting that jumbo set out there. You just get a lot of bodies massed in one location. You can wind up with 18, 20, maybe even all 22 in the box, and there's nowhere to run the football.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Now Ellinger. And this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Interesting decision here. Opening drive, Charles, 4th and short. You're in field goal range. We'll see what they do.
I just shake a fist at my offense and say, go get it, guys, because if you can't pick up 4th and short here, we're probably in trouble the rest of the game. Show some confidence, show some aggressiveness, go pick it up.
This one completes Alec Pierce. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down, so quite a call there. They go on 4th and inches and wind up getting 5 yards. Charles, their first drive of the game, and already they're taking chances here, but they get the 4th down conversion. I'm curious, do you think that that's something they game plan for on the opening drive if it came up, or is that something that happened organically?
I think that they game plan for it, Brandon, and when you think about it, let's just say it. The word analytics is a big part of how everyone looks at a game nowadays, but it's not just the analytics. It's a coach willing to be daring, willing to be bold, and they certainly were there. I think the defense surprised them there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Ellinger finds his big tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Working out of the shotgun is Ellinger. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, 1st down. 11 yards for number 11.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right? Whether you're
The red challenge flag making an appearance. Doug Peterson not liking what he saw there. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Ellinger. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Ellinger. His throw incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Ellinger to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 39. And his kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. These 2 teams all tied after 1. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Well, it certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the former Maryland Terp. Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. Ellinger to throw on 1st and 10 here. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Well, Fletcher Cox, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and another sack to his ledger there. I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Steps away to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Taylor. And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. So on 4th down, Matt Hawk on to punt for Indy. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow. Out of bounds at the 1-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he'll take this up to about the 7- or 8-yard line.
Well, both teams practice this situation, and this time the guys on offense won, and in a very nice way. What a run from that position on their own goal line.
Gave him some good breathing room.
I wonder now, do you still stack the line of scrimmage, or do you play normal defense? They may have backed them off with that run.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Hurts. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. 1st and 10, Taylor now. Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
From the 29, Ellinger. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Eagles are going to get the football here at their own 23. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll start with a handoff to Sanders. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. DeForest Buckner using that size to force his way in there and make the stop behind the line.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
On 2nd and 12, Hurts. Complete. Smith has it. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
When you decide to run a hitch route, it really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Hurts sets up to throw it. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Colts pick it up. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a 1st down run. And when you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense that's really kind of geared to stop that play, your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
On 2nd down and 4, Ellinger. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the 1st half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
Allinger to throw on first down. And his throw here is incomplete. Now, these two teams, the Eagles and Colts, the two best rushing teams in the NFL in 2021 a season ago. The Eagles, maybe a surprise to many that they were #1 last year. Of course, they got a lot of rushing yards from their quarterback that helped them. And the Colts, with Jonathan Taylor, they were #2. Allinger to throw again on second down. A beautiful fake. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Okay, we expect to see moves like that from Le'Veon Bell, Todd Gurley, Kareem Hunt. But from the QB, rarely do we see moves like that.
He has good footwork. We know that. But, yeah, I don't know that I saw that move coming out of the bag.
Yeah, he'll be a little upset with me later. He'll tell me, I am an athlete.
They'll look to throw here. Got a man. It's Pittman, and he holds it in for the Colts touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown there, and the Colts have taken the lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was the super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Let's do this, man. Let's be perfect. Here we go. Let's have some fun. Let's get something going. Get something going. Let's focus in on what we got to do here. Let's go now. Let's go.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he'll get this forward only for about a yard as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. On 2nd and 9, Hurts. And Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on 4th down. Rodgers on the return. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. On 1st down, it's Allinger. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to the air, it's Ellinger. Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down, Ellinger. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. On 1st and 10, here's Ellinger. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
He came through well with a nice pass breakup there. Fortunate that he was on the spot. He's the only guy left to prevent the first down.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And now the half not quite over yet. This is a live football on the miss. And fortunately here for them, he's going to be taken down before he can gather much momentum on the run back. So no fireworks on the final field goal attempt, and that'll do it for this first half. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. He'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete. It's been a struggle for him accruing yards in this game passing the football. So there he said, hey, I'm going to try to chuck it deep, but another incompletion.
Has to be a little bit frustrating because of what you just described. It's been a struggle for him here in the second half, hoping for one big shot to get him out of the doldrums.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, here's Ellinger. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Taylor. Nifty move. And this is going to be a Colts 1st down as good running gets him to about the 44.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game, and I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield. Picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
It wasn't 3rd and long. It was more like 3rd and attainable, and oftentimes offense just want to run enough to pick up a 1st down. But I think they wanted a brick tendency there. Catch the defense plan for the short pass and push it downfield, and they almost collected a big play.
Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And that's complete to Sanders. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Hurts fires the quick slant. A.J. Brown's got it. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Hurts connecting there with Brown for the Eagles 1st.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
From the 31, Hurts. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Hits his target, the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And he'll be brought down at the 27. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Here's Ellinger. Flush to his right. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. Second and 7. on the handoff. This is Taylor. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
Now Ellinger. Gets this to Campbell out on the right side. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. To throw again on second down. Ellinger eluding the pressure right. Oh, good move. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
At least this time he's getting hit after a positive play for his offense. The pressure was coming through yet again, but he certainly didn't stick around for the sack on this occasion. Found an escape route and ended up getting the first down before taking the hit.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now back to throw. And that's incomplete. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
I'm actually looking at this play with defensive eyes here, partner, because they were still laser focused on him after his earlier exploits on this drive. I think they went back to the well just a little bit too soon. He got across the line of scrimmage, but they certainly weren't giving up much more than that.
And his kick is indeed good, and they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. You think about it, that's a pretty important second-half field goal, Charles. That now stretches this to 2 possessions and really kind of ratchets up the pressure on that opposing sideline.
It certainly does, because that interception and adding a field goal to it, that puts them in firm control of this game right now. They're about one more big stop from putting this thing absolutely out of reach.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mild.
Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. A big play there for Philly. 45 yards.
As we've seen over the years, offense coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover or put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And I believe the Colts have recovered. Yes, they have. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And he's going to be taken down. He's sacked on the final play of this 3rd quarter. Three quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the fourth. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. To throw is Ellinger. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So they decline the hold, and that's going to lead to a 4th down. On is the punter Hawk as he gets this one away. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Sanders. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. Hurts finding Goddard there. 1st down, Philadelphia. From the gun, it's Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. Throwing is Hurts. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Hurts. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Ellinger to throw on 1st down. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the 1st down.
They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Ellinger. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick 6 TD. Elliott good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Let's ride. This is your game, baby. Let's be smart. Let's play ball. They can't stop us. Let's do this, man. Let's hit it and get it, baby. Bring it. Give me some. Let's hit it. It's done. I know you hype. Whatever it takes, I'll get it. Don't give him nothing. Don't give him nothing. Let's go. Let's go right here. Ain't got nothing. Dig down deep. Every day, let's do what we do every day.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And now this fourth quarter becoming very interesting. That pick six makes this a one-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. The Colts on third down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This is 3rd and 8. Allinger to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Hassan Reddick able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, obviously the pass rush gets the glory and the statistics on this play, but the coverage, they deserve a ton of credit too. Denied open windows, erased the quarterback's targets one by one. Everywhere he looked, someone was covered. Only a matter of time before someone got there to bring him down.
And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the fourth quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
A throw over the middle taken in, and they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Hurts sets up to throw it. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
I don't care how many times we say it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find it.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Colts are going to get it back here just past the 35. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Throw left side here, complete to Campbell. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On the handoff, Taylor. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Second and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. They run once more with Taylor. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Out of the gun now on third down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Third down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
Here's Matt Hawk now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes the correct read there, passing on challenging a blanket coverage and getting the first down with his legs instead.
He'll look to throw. Into the hands of Sanders. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that will bring up second down.
Sometimes it's hard to figure, but you can live with incompletions in this situation. You can't live with these short gains that take time off the clock.
You know who loves it? This defense. Back to throw. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't.
He's got a man, complete. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow, wow.
Charles, what a big drive late in the fourth quarter to take this lead.
And normally you're really excited if your offense has the ball late in the game. But I think this crew is really excited to have their defense go back out there because they haven't surrendered a point in the fourth quarter yet. They've helped make this comeback possible with their defensive play. Now they get a chance to finish this game off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Pass complete to Taylor, and he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So the Colts now down 17-13, a little over 30 seconds remaining. They've surrendered a double-digit lead but can rescue themselves late as they come up on first down. He's back to throw. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
And he'll be out of bounds after a gain of about 5. That stops the clock, but slow and steady won't win the race at this point. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, what a thrilling fourth quarter this one was. Well, at least I guess if you're cheering for the winning side, an outstanding comeback, though, that saw them completely take control and change the outcome of this game.
Yeah, I'm not sure how many of us saw that coming, the way that they were playing and having the lead after 3 quarters. A little bit of a stunning ending because it wasn't just a one-touchdown swing. It was a multiple touchdown swing for them to end up losing that ball game. Give credit where credit is due. They came off the pace and got it done.